Have you ever wondered why in the middle of the night around 2 or 3 in the morning, you suddenly have to rush to the bathroom, even though you barely drank any water? Before bed, millions of older adults around the world face this exact problem night after night without realizing what's really behind it. Here's the surprising part. One of your so-called healthy evening habits might actually be the hidden reason your sleep keeps getting interrupted. Nutrition experts recently discovered that a very common fruit, something almost every household has, can quietly trigger your bladder if you eat it at the wrong time. But when you eat it the right way, it becomes a powerful ally, helping your body relax, soothing your bladder, and allowing you to sleep peacefully all through the night. Today I'm going to show you the simple trick to make bananas work for you, not against you. No medication, no complicated treatments, just a small shift in your eating routine that could help you finally sleep soundly without those frustrating bathroom breaks. But before we dive in, I'd love to connect with you. Let me know in the comments, where are you watching from and what time of day is it for you right now? I personally read every single comment because your story matters and inspires this community. And if you find this video helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss future tips. Or if you just want to give a little encouragement, a simple like means a lot too. Why do so many seniors wake up at night to urinate? A lot of people believe that frequent bathroom trips at night are just a normal part of aging. But science tells us there are very real reasons behind this issue. After the age of 60, our bodies naturally produce less of a hormone called vasopressin. Normally, vasopressin signals the kidneys to slow down urine production during sleep. Without enough of it, your kidneys keep working almost as hard at night as they do in the daytime, filling your bladder much faster than expected. On top of that, the bladder itself changes with age. When we're young, it can comfortably hold 400 to 500 milliliters before sending an urgent signal. But for many older adults, that capacity shrinks to just 150 or 200 milliliters, barely half a glass of water. That means even a small amount of urine can trigger the sensation of urgency, forcing you to wake up and breaking the natural rhythm of your sleep. Beyond the natural changes in the body, there's another factor most people don't notice: fluid shifts. During the day, fluid often collects in the legs and feet, especially if you spend long hours sitting or deal with swelling. The moment you lie down, that fluid flows back into circulation, forcing the kidneys to work harder at exactly the wrong time. The result: more urine is produced just when your body should be resting deeply. Evening habits also make a difference. A cup of tea, late night coffee, or even a comforting bowl of soup may seem harmless, but all of them add more fluid before bed. Fruits loaded with water like grapes or watermelon quietly fill the bladder and almost guarantee another midnight trip. And it's not just the body, the mind plays a powerful role too. Stress, worry, or loneliness can make the brain hypersensitive to bladder signals. A restless mind amplifies even the slightest urge, turning it into a full awakening. Many seniors quietly carry heavy burdens, from financial struggles to health concerns, and these worries often hit hardest at night. Take Mr. Min, a 72-year-old retired teacher. For years, he assumed his nightly awakenings were simply a part of aging. But in reality, his late-night coffee and swollen ankles were putting extra pressure on his bladder. Once he adjusted his habits, he was finally able to sleep 5 hours straight for the first time in years. Or think of Mrs. Han in Saigon, who used to feel embarrassed about her constant bathroom trips. By cutting back on evening tea and taking a short walk after dinner, her nights became calmer and her mornings far less exhausting. The real message here is not about blame, it's about awareness. Nighttime urination is rarely caused by one single reason. It's the combination of physical changes, daily habits, and emotional weight. The hopeful truth is that small, simple adjustments can bring real relief. Drinking most of your fluids earlier in the day, keeping your legs elevated before bed, and building a calming nighttime routine can all help restore longer stretches of rest. You may not stop the years from passing, but you can still shape how your nights unfold. With understanding and mindful choices, peaceful sleep can once again be part of your life without constant interruptions from the bathroom. Bananas, the quiet friend of your evenings. When people think about better sleep, they usually picture sleeping pills, herbal teas, or elaborate bedtime routines. But few ever realize that something as simple as a banana could play such a powerful role. Unlike acidic fruits like oranges or pineapples, which can irritate the bladder and spark those midnight bathroom runs, bananas are naturally soothing, gentle and low in acid. This subtle difference makes a world of impact. Reaching for a banana instead of a tangy citrus fruit could spare you from waking up at 2 a.m. for an unnecessary trip to the bathroom. And bananas carry a hidden gift: potassium. This mineral quietly relaxes the smooth muscles of the bladder wall. When those muscles stay calm, the bladder doesn't send false alarm signals to the brain, even when it's only partly filled. Many older adults feel frustrated when they wake up to urinate only to find their bladder was barely full. Potassium helps ease that frustration. Even better for seniors, potassium does double duty. It balances electrolytes, supports heart health, and helps keep blood pressure in check. But the benefits don't stop there. Bananas also deliver magnesium, a mineral that acts like a soft blanket for your nervous system. With age, the nerves controlling the bladder often become overactive, firing signals that are stronger than they need to be. Magnesium gently calms that overactivity, allowing both the bladder and the mind to rest. Seniors who often lie awake with tension or racing thoughts may find magnesium helps them drift more easily into deep restorative sleep. And then there's tryptophan, an amino acid found in bananas, that helps your body produce serotonin and melatonin, the natural chemicals that regulate mood and guide you into quality sleep. As we get older, production of these hormones naturally declines, which explains why so many seniors struggle with light, broken sleep. Tryptophan helps bridge that gap, supporting a smoother transition into restful nights. A ripe banana, the gentle key to peaceful nights. A simple ripe banana in the evening can act as a natural tool to restore balance, helping you drift into deeper sleep without relying on medication. Unlike heavy desserts or greasy late-night snacks that weigh down the stomach, the natural sugars in bananas are light, easy to digest, and far less likely to upset the digestive system. This means less bloating, less pressure on the bladder, and fewer interruptions to your rest. For many older adults, a hidden digestive discomfort is often the unrecognized reason behind waking up at night. Swapping a slice of cake or a spicy bowl of curry for a single banana not only eases digestion, but also gives the bladder a calmer night. On top of that, bananas are rich in fiber, a benefit that's often overlooked but incredibly important as we age. Constipation is common among seniors, creating pressure on the bladder, discomfort, and even anxiety about daily routines. The gentle fiber in bananas supports smoother digestion and helps the body stay regular without the harsh side effects of strong laxatives. By easing this hidden trigger, bananas help reduce yet another reason for nighttime restlessness. Instead of reaching for sleeping pills, which often bring side effects like dizziness, grogginess, or dependency, imagine yourself sitting in your living room in Saigon or Dallas, choosing a ripe yellow banana instead of a pill bottle. The action feels small, yet it carries great meaning. You're choosing to work with your body, not against it. The beauty of this fruit lies in its simplicity. No complicated recipes, no expense, no effort, just the right fruit at the right time, quietly supporting the body in ways most people never notice. Once you recognize the silent strengths of bananas, worry turns into confidence, and broken nights are replaced by deeper, more restorative sleep. This is not about magic, it's about giving your body the natural support it quietly asks for, one thoughtful evening choice at a time. So how do you eat bananas the right way for better sleep? It may sound simple, but for older adults, the timing, the portion, and even the way the banana is prepared can make a surprisingly big difference. The right way to eat bananas for better sleep. When eaten at the proper time, banana can calm the bladder, relax the nervous system, and gently guide the body into longer, uninterrupted sleep. The sweet spot is between 5 and 6 p.m. or about an hour after an early dinner. At this point, digestion is still active, giving the body enough time to absorb nutrients before bedtime without overloading the kidneys. On the other hand, many seniors eat bananas too close to bedtime and then wonder why they still wake up at night. The issue isn't that bananas are harmful, it's simply that the body is working overtime to process food when it should already be resting. Portion size matters too. One medium banana weighing about 4 to 5 ounces provides plenty of potassium, magnesium, and tryptophan. Eating 2 or 3 doesn't double the benefits, and in fact, it often backfires, leading to bloating, heaviness, or extra fluid intake that puts more pressure on the bladder. Think of a banana as a gentle helper, not a heavy meal. Ripeness also plays a big role. A banana that's yellow with a few small brown spots is just right, sweet, easy to digest, and packed with active nutrients. A green banana, however, may cause gas and indigestion, putting unnecessary pressure on the bladder. An overly ripe banana that's soft and heavily speckled can spike blood sugar too quickly, which may wake you later in the night. That's why the best choice is a ripe yet firm banana, not too green, not too mushy, offering the most balanced source of energy. Temperature makes a difference as well. In hot climates like India or Vietnam, many families keep bananas in the refrigerator. While a chilled banana feels refreshing for older adults, it can irritate the bladder and slow digestion. Room temperature is far easier on the stomach, helping the body process food smoothly and comfortably. If you prefer to store them cold, simply take one out at least 30 minutes before eating. This small habit aligns beautifully with both traditional wisdom and modern nutrition advice, keeping the body warm, calm, and ready for rest. Pairing bananas the right way. A hidden secret. One often overlooked detail is how bananas are combined with other foods. Many seniors enjoy them with iced milk tea or alongside watery fruits like watermelon. While tasty, these pairings add extra acid and fluids, reducing the very benefits bananas provide. For the best results, eat your evening banana on its own as a light, simple snack. If you'd like more variety, try pairing it with a handful of nuts, such as almonds or walnuts. Just 5 or 6 pieces are enough. The magnesium and omega-3s in nuts work hand in hand with the banana's potassium, soothing both muscles and the brain. Eating too many, however, can add heaviness and slow digestion. Real-life stories highlight how these small changes make a big difference. Take Mrs. Lane, a 70-year-old grandmother in California. She used to end her evenings with pastries, but after switching to a ripe banana at 6 p.m., she found herself sleeping a full 6 hours straight, within a week waking up refreshed and in better spirits. In Chennai, an elderly couple made a similar discovery, moving their fruit from late night to early evening dramatically improved their rest. These stories remind us that timing can be just as important as the food itself. Whether in America, India, or anywhere else, bananas can be a reliable evening companion when eaten correctly. No cooking required, no expense, no complicated plans, just a little awareness of timing, portion, ripeness, and pairing. These small, mindful choices quietly protect the bladder, calm the nerves, and open the door to deeper, more peaceful sleep. And the hopeful truth is this: you still have control. With just one simple fruit eaten at the right time, your nights can become calm again. Common mistakes with bananas and how to avoid them. Even though bananas are often considered the safest fruit for seniors, small mistakes in how or when they're eaten can quietly erase their benefits. One of the most common errors is eating too many at once. A single banana is enough to deliver gentle potassium and magnesium, but 2 or 3 in the evening can overwhelm digestion, cause bloating, and add unnecessary fluids that press on the bladder. Common mistakes when eating bananas at night. Instead of improving sleep, eating bananas the wrong way often causes discomfort and more frequent awakenings. One of the most common mistakes is eating them too late, often after 8 p.m. By that time, the body has already slowed down and digestion is far less efficient. When you lie down with a banana still sitting in your stomach, it can create heaviness, trigger acid reflux, or press against the bladder, making you wake up. The result is a restless night filled with tossing, turning, and extra bathroom trips. Eating earlier, ideally between 5 and 6 p.m., allows the fruit to work with your natural rhythm instead of against it. Another subtle trap is pairing bananas with the wrong foods. Many older adults enjoy them with cold milk, strong tea, or watery fruits. While these combinations may feel comforting, they often add acid fluids or heaviness that cancel out the banana's calming effects. Cold milk in particular slows digestion, while tea acts as a mild diuretic, pushing the kidneys to make more urine. Eating a banana on its own as a light evening snack is far more effective. Another overlooked mistake is eating when already full. After a heavy dinner, even one more piece of fruit can overload the stomach, causing indigestion and gas, which in turn put pressure on the bladder and disrupts sleep. A simple but powerful adjustment is to wait at least an hour after dinner before having your banana. Some people also choose green bananas, thinking they'll last longer on the counter. But unripe bananas are harder to digest and often cause gas and bloating, making nighttime discomfort worse. The ideal choice is a ripe, firm banana with a yellow peel and a few small brown spots. At this stage, it's sweet, easy on the stomach, and delivers nutrients without strain. Real-life stories bring this lesson to life. Take Mr. Ramesh, a 72-year-old retiree in Nagpur. He had a nightly habit of eating bananas with cold milk, believing it made him stronger. But in reality, that very combination was what fueled his years of broken sleep. The lesson from Mr. Ramesh: eating bananas the right way for deeper sleep. For years, Mr. Ramesh believed his habit of eating bananas with cold milk at night was making him healthier. In reality, he was waking up 2 or 3 times every night, leaving him frustrated and exhausted in the morning. The real change came when he switched to a single ripe banana at 6:30 p.m. without milk and without watery fruits on the side. Within just a week, his nights stretched into 6 uninterrupted hours, and his mornings felt lighter, making his daily walks far more enjoyable. The message is clear: bananas are not the problem. What matters is how and when you eat them. By avoiding common mistakes like eating too many, eating too late, pairing them with heavy drinks, or choosing unripe fruit, you can reclaim the simple gift this fruit has to offer. The hopeful truth is that small adjustments often lead to the biggest results. You still hold the power to shape calmer nights and brighter mornings. Foods to avoid after 7 p.m. So bananas can work effectively. Many seniors are surprised to learn that the benefits of bananas in the evening can be quietly undone by other late-night choices. Acidic fruits, oranges, pineapples, and even sweet grapes may taste refreshing, but they irritate the bladder lining. This irritation triggers urgency signals to the brain, waking you even when your bladder is only half full. The solution: enjoy these fruits earlier in the day, ideally around lunchtime. Watery fruits. Watermelon and cantaloupe are loaded with fluids that move quickly through the digestive system. For younger adults, this may not be an issue, but for seniors with reduced bladder capacity, these fruits fill the bladder too quickly and trigger unnecessary awakenings. Eating them at lunch or in the early afternoon provides hydration without stealing precious hours of sleep. Drinks with diuretic effects. Tea, coffee, and green tea may feel comforting in the evening, but they nudge the kidneys to produce more urine. Even a small cup at 6 or 7 p.m. can result in a bathroom trip by midnight. By making these mindful adjustments, you allow bananas to truly shine, supporting your body's natural rhythm and guiding you into deeper, uninterrupted rest. Silent sleep disruptors after 7 p.m. Many older adults sip coffee, black tea, or green tea in the evening for relaxation, not realizing they're setting themselves up for a restless night. These drinks stimulate the kidneys, fill the bladder faster, and increase nighttime awakenings. A safer choice is caffeine-free herbal tea, like chamomile or peppermint, which calms the nerves without burdening the bladder. Salt is another hidden culprit. Pickles, salty curries, and heavily seasoned dishes in the evening drive thirst, leading to more water intake just before bed. This extra fluid silently fills the bladder while the body is trying to rest. Seniors in both America and India often underestimate their evening sodium intake. Cutting back on salt at dinner or avoiding heavily spiced dishes at night gives the bladder a calmer night and the heart less strain. Another well-meaning but misguided habit is drinking a full glass of water just in case before bed. Many believe it prevents dryness or dehydration, but in reality, that extra fluid is exactly what wakes the bladder at 2 or 3 a.m. A small sip to ease thirst is enough. Trusting the body's natural signals avoids unnecessary interruptions. Sugary foods deserve mention too. Cookies, cakes, and traditional sweets create spikes in blood sugar, followed by sudden drops, jolting the body awake in the middle of the night. Beyond disrupting sleep, late sugar stresses the heart and promotes weight gain, which itself increases bladder pressure. The solution is simple, lighter snacks, or simply enjoying a banana at the right time. Bananas keep energy steady, prevent sugar crashes, and support deeper rest. Real stories prove the point. Mrs. Patel, a senior from Mumbai, used to end her evenings with salty pickles and suffered through waking up 3 times a night. After switching to a warm cup of chamomile tea within a week, she was waking just once and her mornings felt brighter and more energized. The message isn't about strict restriction. It's about harmony. By avoiding disruptive foods after 7 p.m., you allow your evening banana to truly work as intended, calming the bladder, soothing the nerves, and guiding you into peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. When the heart rests easier, the body finds the deep, unbroken sleep it longs for. With just a few mindful choices, peaceful nights are still within reach. While bananas can be a gentle ally for both the bladder and nervous system, they work best when paired with a few simple habits. One of the easiest adjustments is a short evening walk just 10 to 15 minutes after dinner. This light movement supports digestion, reduces swelling in the legs, and helps the body ease into rest. For many seniors, it also becomes a calming, nightly ritual, giving the mind space to release the day's worries before bedtime. Another powerful yet simple practice is elevating the legs for 5 to 10 minutes before lying down. Throughout the day, fluid often collects in the ankles and cobs, especially after hours of sitting or standing. Lifting the legs allows that fluid to recirculate, easing the load on the kidneys and preventing the sudden nighttime surge of urine production that interrupts deep rest. The bedroom environment also plays a bigger role than most realize. A cool, quiet, softly lit room signals the body that it is safe to relax. Bright lights clutter background noise, or a room that's too warm all keep the nervous system on alert. Seniors in particular grow more sensitive to these details with age. Simple changes like light curtains, a decluttered space, or a soft fan can transform the bedroom into a sanctuary for sleep. And then there's the modern challenge blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs. This artificial light suppresses melatonin, the hormone that guides the body into restorative sleep. Many older adults scroll through the news or watch shows late at night, unaware that their brains stay wired long after the screens are turned off. Replacing screen time with reading a printed book, listening to calming music, or practicing gentle stretches makes it much easier to drift into sleep. Breathing and relaxation, the final layer of support for sleep. Beyond nutrition, simple breathing and relaxation practices can also unlock deeper rest. In India, many seniors are familiar with yoga nidra, a guided form of deep relaxation that eases stress. In America, mindfulness breathing has become popular, teaching people to slow their breath, quiet the mind, and release tension. Both approaches share one powerful effect. They calm the mental noise that often wakes older adults at night. Even 5 minutes of slow, mindful breathing before bed can steady the heart, ease the bladder, and prepare the body for sleep. These small habits may seem minor, but when combined with the right timing for bananas, their impact multiplies. Imagine this simple evening routine: a gentle walk after dinner, one perfectly ripe banana early in the evening, a few minutes with your legs elevated, and then settling into a peaceful, screen-free bedroom. Each step builds upon the other, turning the night from a struggle into a gift. The hopeful truth is that you are not powerless against broken sleep. By blending simple traditions from East and West and making thoughtful choices, you can give your body the rest it truly deserves. Final message. As we wrap up, I hope today's video reminded you that something as simple as a well-timed banana paired with gentle evening habits can bring calmer nights and brighter mornings. These are natural, supportive suggestions, not a substitute for medical advice. If nighttime urination continues or you face other health challenges, please consult your doctor for guidance tailored to your needs. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Type 1 in the comments if you want to learn more about preventing weak bones and fractures. Type 2 if memory decline or dementia is your biggest concern. Type 3 if you're curious about boosting brain power and staying sharp. Your response helps me create content that truly supports your health and happiness. And finally, if this video has been helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share it with a friend or loved one. Together, we can continue building a community where every senior feels supported, informed, and hopeful about the years ahead.